You all made me research the Insurrection Act and martial law because you have gaslit me into thinking that maybe I don't know what the fuck those terms mean. You have gaslit me into thinking that maybe I was wrong about what those things are, and maybe you are right in that they somehow give Trump the ability to just cancel elections. But don't worry, folks, I read them again, and no, he doesn't have the power to cancel elections. And I know a lot of you are going to say, oh, well, we don't mean he literally is going to have the power to. He's just going to use troops and he's going to use the military to force us to cancel the elections. Okay, cool. You do realize, though, if that is his plan, you all saying that the Insurrection Act and martial law just ipso facto means elections are canceled will make it easier for him to do that. Because I knew what those things were, and you fucking said it so often, I had doubt about the things that I knew that I had researched. If I'm having that sort of doubt, what the fuck do you think people who never engage in politics will think when they see you saying that all the fucking time? Because they aren't just hearing it from fucking commenters on TikTok. They are hearing it from their leaders. They are hearing it from elected officials. Which is why saying that over and over and over again as a reason to not take any action of resistance is fucking all of us over. You have to understand how dangerous that rhetoric is, especially when you parrot it back at people who are looking for answers at every single turn. Because a lot of you, I don't think even understand what it means. A lot of you, I think, actually do just believe that the Insurrection Act says that Donald Trump can cancel elections. I think a lot of you actually do believe when you comment it that Donald Trump, if he declares martial law, that means he can choose what elections happen. That is not the case. That is not what the Constitution says. That is not a power that has ever been afforded the executive branch. And even with the military, that would be a really fucking hard thing to do because elections, even federal elections, are not centralized in DC or some shit. Elections are run by the states and localities. Which means that if Donald Trump does invoke the Insurrection Act and does declare martial law and does try and steal elections through military force, it means that the states that don't agree with that can just elect their own fucking president. And yes, all of this is incredibly dangerous. All of this is incredibly risky. All of this is scary. That's the world we live in right now. That is where we are at. The only options are dangerous and scary because the moment is dangerous and scary. You don't get a comfy way out of this. I'm so sorry to tell you. So clinging to so-called peaceful resistance while you allow your friends and families and neighbors and coworkers to be kidnapped, tortured, and murdered. Clinging to that peace will not last forever. That peace you think you are maintaining is just as violent as what anyone else who resists this government might be planning. And I'm sorry, you don't get to gaslight me and everyone else into thinking that sticking your head in the sand is actually you getting up on a high fucking horse. The only way elections get canceled and the only way elections get stolen is if you let them. That's the only way that happens. And I'm going to tell you something right now. If that happens, I'm dead in the fucking ground. That's the energy we bring. And guess what? I'm just some fucking guy. I don't have a police force or the National Guard to call in to protect me and my loved ones. The only people I can call in to protect any of us are my loved ones. So maybe, just maybe, we hold these governors and mayors who do have control of military and police forces to a higher fucking standard than you or me. Because I don't give a flying fuck how afraid Tim Walz feels right now. It is nothing compared to a family hiding out in their basement for fear of being snatched up and disappeared. Leaders are elected to lead. Start fucking leading.